Breaking news, an unbelievable fire causes massive damage in Carolina Forest, destroying apartment buildings. People are evacuated right now, not knowing what they have lost. Nothing can explain what is going on better than these images from the instant the grass fire became out of control. WNBF News alerted you and brought you new, up-to-the-minute information. Now we have live team coverage. Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight for WNBF News at 11. I'm Brennan Summers. The grass fire started about 5 o'clock tonight, and quickly the danger escalated. The fire still burns but is contained, and a shelter is set up at Ocean Bay Middle School. WNBF News anchor Michael Maley is live to show us what is happening right now. Michael.
Yeah, and Brennan, to put this all into perspective, it's unbelievable. So many people so hard hit by losing everything. Some people who've been here for 5 months, some people who have been here for 15 years. They're now here seeking shelter here overnight. We were here as they started to arrive by the carload. Carloads of people pulled into Ocean Bay Middle School for assistance, all of them with the stark realization they'd lost everything they owned.
We lost everything.
We lost everything. There's nothing there now.
It's completely gone. All our pictures, computers, my golf clubs was in the van. We lost the van. So we're going to survive it.
Lee and Lois Crone say they've got each other, but are still trying to process how 15 years of memories in their Windsor Green condo disintegrated in minutes.
The whole building was inflamed. All you could see is the rafters, like, and the studs. It was burning that fast.
I kept hearing explosions. I don't know if it was the transformers blowing a few streets back or what, but I just knew I needed to get out.
Heavy hearts tonight with word that as many as 180 units in 20 buildings are destroyed. Celebration Presbyterian pastor Tom Dendy says a few families in his congregation are among those who may need shelter at the school, where the Red Cross will assist.
More than ever in times like this, how much you need a community around you, a church family around you, and folks you can count on.
And here back live right now, you know, we only have the perspective of what's next, but Stephanie Robusto was one of the first reporters on the scene earlier this afternoon. And Stephanie, you were just talking amazing to see it in person, right?
Absolutely unbelievable, Michael. And most of the people here tonight are unsure of when they will be able to head back home, or even if they have a home to go back to. It is that not knowing that is affecting them the most. And this feeling of helplessness started spreading along with the fire today.
This did start as a brush fire, quickly spread into the Windsor Green community.
Arriving on scene just after 5:30, there was confusion and panic.
So many people out of a home. This is terrible.
No one knew how many homes were burning or how fast the fire was spreading.
And then all of a sudden, these buildings caught fire almost at the same time, one right after the other.
One man living in Ashley Park home says around 5 p.m. he walked outside and saw small flames flickering in the field. Within minutes, he says, those flames spread, quickly growing and engulfing home after home in the Windsor Green community.
There are multiple structures that have been lost.
Visibly shaken, people were coming home to find this scene.
It has devastated a lot of people. There was a woman back there that was watching her home burn.
Neighbors stood in shock, watching the black smoke thickening the sky and not knowing if their homes would be next.
I'm afraid my condo may be burning up, and I don't know.
And soon that panic led to helplessness as people were pushed back from the area.
I don't know what is going on because I can't get in.
Still tonight, some people don't even know if their house still stands.
It's sad. It's so sad that you know, this is happening and that they have lost their homes.
Tonight, firefighters are still on scene. While they believe the fire to be contained, they will continue working on any hot spots and say it could be days until this fire is completely extinguished. Reporting live in Ocean Bay Middle School, Stephanie Robusto, WNBF News.
All right, Stephanie, and of course we want to talk and reminder about the evacuation site here at Ocean Bay Middle School. It's open right now. Red Cross responders, Horry County officials want anybody to know. If you know somebody who might have been involved with this, definitely come here to this facility. They want to check you in. They want to get this information documented so they know how many people might be impacted overall. As far as those people, that information I want to give you as we show you some of the video that's come in. Just unbelievable to know that this is happening in our community. And here's the latest information about that. Roughly 24 to 26 buildings at this facility were told completely leveled, And of those 24 to 26 buildings, we're told there's anywhere from 4 to 8 or 9 units within those complexes. So the total number of units, and the numbers have changed this evening, they were up to 180, now they're down to about 108. So 108 total prospective units that were destroyed. And you can only imagine what the impact is. And let's get another perspective for you here only on WNBF News tonight. Theo Hayes, you were one of the first people out there. You live in this region, in this area, and kind of walk us through what you saw firsthand.
Yeah, well, I do live in the area, and I'll tell you that it's a community that's full of children. It is full of families. I was there right at the beginning, about 5 o'clock, when the fire started to spread. It spread quickly. And my daughter, in fact, was in Windsor Green when the fire broke out. She was at a friend's house, and they had to get out. I called her mother. I said, get out. They said, we're getting out. They made it out safely, but I know that she has not been able to get back into her home. So we're praying for her, you know, as well as all the other dozens of families that are here tonight.
Certainly terrifying to think about it, and luckily no serious injuries from what we understand, but you really get a pause for how critical it could become instantly.
You do. I mean, it really sort of looked unimaginable. I mean, it looked like a war zone. There was popping noises going off. Folks were saying that was the transmitters popping, or that it possibly could have been, you know, cars, you know, being heavily damaged. So it really, you know, once they get this thing put out and we go back in and assess the situation, it's not going to be a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. But certainly no loss of life, and that is a good thing.
Very good.
All right, Theo Hayes live for us tonight. Thank you so much for that perspective, of course. And, you know, give you another bit of perspective as far as the burn ban put into place, we understand now in Horry County. We've had just a little bit of dry weather, and overall broad look at it. Fire crews across the state really are busy, keeping busy. Take a look at what firefighters have had to deal with right now, for example. Statewide fires, 64. Active, 35, units out, 70 total. Coastal fires, 24, active, 13, units out, 18. In the PD, their fires are 21, active are 12, units out are 21. And Piedmont fires, 19, active are 10, units out are 31. Really gives you an idea of how serious this time of the year is. And again, here back live, giving you that look at the kind of makeshift facility set up here at Ocean Bay Middle School. And Nancy Conley with the American Red Cross here at the local chapter, thanks so much for your time here tonight. Give us the perspective. Fortunately, most people have a place to stay with family, friends, hotels, but there are some people here tonight.
Yes, there are people that are going to be staying with us this evening. What we have so far is we've had over 90 people register with us. Tomorrow we will be providing additional assistance to those folks, as well as we are currently going to be opening our own emergency operations center where people can call the chapter if they've been affected by the fire but did not register with us this evening, so we can begin to help them with additional help. We'll also have a crew of volunteers and equipment over helping the first responders, hydrating them as well as feeding them, and that will continue, as well as we will be providing food here and so on.
And yeah, around 150 responders at max potentially that you're caring for as well. And then about, did you say 90?
We had 90 who registered with us so far here at the school.
Okay, and as far as injuries, have you heard, we're hearing possibly one firefighter for smoke inhalation being treated and one resident. Have you heard any other details on that?
I don't have any details on that at this time.
Okay, but just importantly, anybody who's got concerns, come here, right? Come to the
Come to the shelter, or to call the Red Cross chapter at 843-477-0020.
Okay, Nancy Connolly with the Red Cross, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
All right, thanks again. And we want to show you where the fire is happening right now. Take a look at, if you can, some of the video and some of the pictures. And the impact really it's hard to explain and even show in those images. Again, the information that we've got is 24 buildings, actual buildings, demolished. 2 more buildings may be partially demolished. So 26 buildings overall demolished by these flames. People saying they saw it in an instant. Some of those people losing 15 years of memories. But again, 100 or so, 108, 110 units in those 26 roughly buildings as well. All neighborhoods with the exception of Windsor Green have been reopened, we're told. We're not hearing of any other street closures. We're also learning that school will be open on Monday as well. You know, the danger for these brush fires did not come as a surprise because of the dry, windy, warm conditions. The South Carolina Forestry Commission issued a red flag fire alert for the entire state today. We talked a little bit about how busy crews are across the state earlier. That red flag fire weather alert doesn't outlaw debris burning, but it's an advisory which strongly encourages residents to postpone that burning if they can delay it. Forestry officials ask anyone thinking about burning yard debris to wait until after it rains again. And right now, the Horry County Fire Chief has issued a burning ban until further notice. That's the That's the very latest live out here, reporting live from the Ocean Bay Middle School, where the temporary facility is set up for anyone impacted by these fires. Again, at least 90 people registered here tonight. We do know of 2 injuries, at least that's what I'm hearing, 1 firefighter and another resident. But that's the very latest for now. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Brennan.
All right, thank you for that, Michael. Well, the conditions are ripe for fires of this magnitude, but are we going to see some rain or humidity that would help firefighters get a handle on this situation? WNBF Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Ryan is here with your first forecast tonight. Jessica.
Well, first up tonight, Brennan, we're going to take a look at the conditions closer to that fire. Current temperature in Conway right now at 68 degrees. The winds are out of the southwest at about 7. Humidity now 37%. Earlier today, as that fire was ongoing, the humidity was below 30%. So very dry conditions out there. These are the current wind speeds out there right now. They're sustained anywhere from about the 5 to 15 mile per hour range. But we are still seeing a couple of gusts a little bit higher out there tonight, gusting in the 20 mile per hour range, especially across the inland areas. So your fire weather threat heading into the day on Sunday. Temperatures once again going to be in the 70s. Humidity will be closer to 40%, when those winds will be about 15 miles per hour, still putting us in the danger category, so avoid any outdoor burning. Brennan?
Thank you, Jessica. Well, from the moment the fire started to where we are right now, a lot of you have been sending in pictures of what you were seeing right there on the ground. Shortly after 5 p.m., the call came in. Heavy smoke rising from the Carolina Forest area. The black smoke covered the sky on the Grand Strand, and then we received our first images of the flames. As the fire grew, so did the smoke. You could see it from a golf course more than a mile away. Around 6 p.m., the smoke appeared pitch black from parking lots at nearby shopping centers. Then, as word spread, people closer to the fire sent in pictures of the buildings that were burning right before them. They could do nothing but stand by and watch. Others grabbed a bucket of water from a nearby pond to throw on the flames. Near the burning buildings, kids ran past heading for safety. Around 7 o'clock, images of the destruction, building after building burning as fire crews contained the fire from spreading to other buildings. Then the sun set, but orange flames lit up the night sky as buildings continued to burn. Rescue crews set up outposts to let everyone know an evacuation shelter was set up at Ocean Bay Middle School, where families and friends met with emergency management teams and the Red Cross to see if they'd be able to return home. We're covering this story for you all night long. You can get the latest information on WNBFnews.com. We have pictures, videos, and any information you need to get those affected by this fire through this terrible tragedy and to give you more information as it all unfolds. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.